Hey guys, this is Alex, All Day Cards. It's been a few weeks. I got a big stack of stuff that I've been kind of collecting. Probably 3 weeks of mail, to be honest. So it's kind of a lot, but it's cool stuff. Been kind of branching out a little bit. As we all know, prices on a lot of stuff are getting crazy. So, I just don't buy it, I guess, is kind of what it's come to. Not that I don't collect what I collect, but just gives me an opportunity to kind of maybe branch out a little bit, check out some stuff I don't usually. Which is speaking of things I don't usually buy. I'm not a big relic card or a relic collector, but I sort of got on a kick of uh, getting some patches from products from Upper Deck from like the 2000s. So here's one. Do some showing while I talk, but Orioles fan, like some Eddie Murray. Here's a nice triple patch. This is from Upper Deck Premier, I think. So Upper Deck made awesome cards, as a lot of us realize or remember. Their quality of the cards they made were just awesome. Look at these patches, like that's just a badass patch card. So I only want game used stuff. One reason I don't really like relics so much these days is because a lot of it's not even game used, which just seems kind of like, I don't know, kind of lame, to be honest. Check this one out, Brooks Robinson. Look at that patch, awesome. Hard to tell what that is. Maybe a letter. But I don't know. I just kind of went on a little bit of a tear with getting some patch cards. Nice Greg Maddux Atlanta patch. Pretty cool. Again, these are all Upper Deck, all game used, because that's all they ever did. I don't think they even did player worn. Ryan Sandberg was one of my favorite players when I was a kid. And I didn't have any relics of him other than a bat, maybe. So I got a little patch of him and Joe Morgan. The Morgan's all just a solid red, but it is patch. It's not just jersey. But this one was a good. This 20-some bucks, I think, for this card. I thought that was awesome. And then I am a Washington Capitals fan. I do collect some hockey, which I know is not the most popular, but these are a little bit newer. These are Nicholas Backstrom. But again, really nice game used, big old patch there. This is from the same set. I forget, 2007 or 9 Ultimate. There you go, a couple patches of Backstrom. So there's a big stack of Upper Deck patches. Now we're gonna move on to some modern slabs. So pretty much everything else is slabs. Got a little bit of everything. Got some Griffey. We all know his stuff's kind of getting harder to get, so I'm picking up the things that I like when I still can. This is a Beckett 8.5. I don't really like Beckett slabs, but it was reasonably priced. It's sometimes I don't really care. If I have a choice, Beckett is my least favorite, but whatever. It was a reasonably priced card. Hot gloves are awesome. Got the Griffey hot glove. Got a Frank Thomas, just that old Skybox EX. Awesome cards. This is a 9. These are cool because you can kind of see through them. If you haven't got any of these, check this set out. It's pretty cool. Frank Thomas, one of my guys. As I said, Ryan Sandberg was my guy when I was a kid. He was my main collection, other than Orioles, Ripken, Eddie Murray, and all. Ryan Sandberg was my guy. So this is a 97 Ultra hitting machines. Super cool die cut with the gear type thing going on, which makes them pretty sensitive to chipping and edge issues and all. But another BGS, just because you just don't get these graded so much. And it's a 9, so it's in pretty good shape, and it was reasonably priced. I think it was only $11 or $12. So. Got that. Got the 94 gold signature, Collector's Choice gold signature. These were like 1 per box, and it's pretty condition sensitive. So this is an 8, but they're just not. There just aren't a ton of them out there, and 9s and 10s get pretty expensive. I missed out on a Griffey. I should have got. There was a Griffey that was an 8 I believe, the other day. Definitely should have gotten it, but I snoozed. I thought about it overnight, and when I woke up, it was gone. You know, that happens. Another Beckett slab. This is 97 Bowman's Best, the Atomic. Atomic refractors are awesome. 97. Not the preview. This is the regular one. I've been looking for this one. This is a nice 9. It's a real clean card. All 9s, subgrades, for what that's worth. But another Beckett slab. But it's just a matter of finding them in good shape, slabbed for the reasonable price. You know, the regular Atomic of this card, which this one is not a. They're not out there in great numbers. Slabbed especially, which I don't know. I think I paid about $30 for this, which you can buy a raw one for the same price. So I'd rather have a Beckett slabbed one than a raw one. And got the Pinnacle Museum, another cool parallel from the 90s. Got some Ripkins coming in. So yeah, cool parallel from 94. I like these. And the last 4 or 5 are all vintage. So we got a little bit of Brooks Robinson. Got this. It's a 77 Sertoma Stars. It's an 8 miscut, but these are pretty rare. Not a high dollar card. At least I didn't pay much for this one. The higher grade ones are a little higher, but these are interesting. They're like a kind of a promo thing. I guess companies kind of used them as like little promo handouts, and I think it was only in Indiana. So this was a Snap-on tool dealer, which I think is kind of cool too, because I like cars and tools and some of that stuff too. And I collect Brooks Robinson slab stuff, especially I like getting the kind of the oddball. You know, I have pretty much all the regular cars. Actually, I don't have a rookie still, and I don't have the 67. But anyhow, this is another oddball Brooks Robinson I picked up for fairly cheap. The oversized slab. Last few are all Hall of Fame vintage. Ernie Banks 64 in a 4. Super nice 4. I'm all about a nice 4. That's like my motto for my collection. Should be. All about centering is nice. There's no creases. I don't know. A couple corners are touched up a little bit, but I don't know. That's a pretty nice card. Oh, got another 4. 63 K-line. It's another 4. Again, centering's great. No creases. Just not perfect. Pretty harsh 4, I think. It's a nice card. I mean, harsh grade, meaning. Here's a nice one. This is a card that I've been trying to find a decent one forever. The centering's always terrible. The snowy, like, just crappy pictures an issue. This is perfect side-to-side centering, pretty much. Just a little off top to bottom. But it's a nice, super nice 6. It's an awesome card. Not the most exciting pose, but I'm kind of doing the Woody Ford run, as I am with Ernie Banks and K-Line. And this guy, love this card. I love some oddball, food issue, vintage stuff, especially lower grade stuff that I can afford. And this looks awesome in the SGC holder. Nice, it's a 3, awesome 3. I don't know. There's kind of like some staining, I think. I'm assuming the card probably ought to be a little more white. It's kind of, it has some discoloration. Kind of this edge is kind of got some weird coloration issues. The back's pretty nice. I don't know. It's a super nice card for a 3. I don't know what's wrong with it, but looks good to me. No creases. Looks awesome. 54 Johnston cookies. I just love the fact when things like this, where it's like the card came in cookies or whatever forever ago. It's pretty cool. Last card just came today. This kind of got lost in the mail for a while. If you ever have a card that shows up as misshipped, so that was what showed up on the tracking. It was at one post office and it was misshipped and it was there for like several days. And I was like, what is going on? It's just like a $100 card. Where is it? But finally showed up today. So misshipped means the post office messed up and sent it to the wrong place. And in theory, they'll fix it and they'll get it to you. But I was getting a little worried about this one. got a 57 Aaron. It's a 5 miscut. So, I mean, I don't, it's, like I said, it's a $100 card. That's about what I paid for this, which for this card, I actually thought that was a good deal. Yeah, the centering's pretty bad. The miscut, it doesn't, so, you know, sometimes centering really bothers me a lot on some stuff. This one doesn't, it doesn't kill me. It is way off for sure, but the card otherwise is awesome. Like, it's sharp, it's clean, slight bit of snowing, but I mean, top to bottom centering's pretty much perfect. The side to side's quite a bit off. It's a little worse on the back, the side to side. Like, if you look on this, that stat side, it's pretty much up against the edge. I kind of don't usually care what the back centering looks like on a card, unless, I mean, it's just kind of not that big of a deal to me. So, compared to the prices that you would have to pay to get this card in a better condition, this was it was kind of a splurge. I sold a couple things, and I don't buy a lot of $100 cards, but I sold a couple things a couple weeks ago and had some PayPal, which bought pretty much all the stuff I just showed you. But when I do sell something that's of any significance, I do try to at least pick up one kind of bigger card, which for me, like a $100 card, that's kind of what it is. So this was an Aaron I didn't have. I'm getting my Aaron runs. It's coming along. I don't have, you know, all of them by any means, but this was one that I was trying to get. So that's the biggest one. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Yeah, take it easy. See you next time.